The funny thing about this is I just made a video talking about how they finish up production, and I was taking a guess when it was going to come out, season two of Fallout. And I said my guess was going to be late 2025 or early 2026. So before that, I was planning to upload it on Wednesday, and then I was going to go to the movies and come back from the movies. I hear the news. I see the teaser. I see Cooper Howard. I see all of them advertising the Lucky 38 as a vacation for Christmas. And I'm like, well, what do you know? I was on the mark. I know it's hard to say that anyone could say that without having proof, but I really thought that I was going to do it late 2025, and yet here we are, late 2025. Season 2 of Fallout is coming out extremely fast, which is a surprise for me, but for that kind of budgeted TV show that's streaming, because if you don't know, a lot of streaming shows, whether they're extremely popular or not, they take years to come out with the next season. Like Wednesday just coming out with its season 2, and it's been like, what, 3 or 2 years now since season 1 came out? Heck, I'm still waiting on the ending for Stranger Things. Had to wait on Cobra Kai, and that was very low budget. My thing is now that you gotta wait a lot of time to get another season of most of your stuff now these days. It's no longer the yearly thing that we were spoiled to on regular television. You know, we got that quality over quantity now these days, and some can argue with that, but it is what it is. So, anyways, yes, it's December, and like, wow, it's gonna be not only where it's time I take a whole bunch of vacation on my birthday, Christmas, New Year's, a lot of stuff happens for me in December, so I'm gonna look forward to that. But anyways, enough about that. What can we expect from the season 2 of Fallout? We know they're going to New Vegas. That's the main thing they're focusing on. And a lot of people wish they didn't do that. If you don't know, season 1, despite how much I enjoyed it, had a lot, and I do mean a lot of flaws. A lot of retcons that didn't need to happen, but they did for the sake of I don't know what. Because I believe, as I was saying with people who don't know anything about Fallout, they're sitting there and they're watching and they enjoyed every second of it. They think this was good. Yeah. But I do believe that if it was just a normal, good horror story that they add onto it, I believe people still enjoy it. So sometimes you wonder, why do they do these kind of retcons, or why they make these kind of decisions? If you don't know, New Vegas was more like a post-apocalyptic game, where it was what happens after the apocalypse, what happens after the wasteland, when people are slowly gathering back to civilization. As you play New Vegas, there are still its monsters and critters, but you have civilization, you had laws, you had the military, you had a police-like force. And of course, you had the raiders, but not many raiders, to tell you the truth. You had the vipers and jackals, but they're being forced to hide into caves now these days as well. And the ones who would go out in the open with Caesar's Legion, heck, you even have the Brotherhood of Steel who are hiding inside bunkers around the area. So people feared with that as a way of setting things, everything has to be just the wasteland. As you saw in season 1, there was no law, there was no police, no military force. It was just raiders and people surviving and stuff like that, which people were upset about. And of course, what they did is Shady Sands, which I believe they should have done that. They should have done something else, or how they were very big on the force of the NCR, how they have extremely fallen, but the Enclave keeps coming back every single time. Don't know why the Enclave's there. It don't need to be there, but here we are. Like I said, a lot of flaws, but I still enjoy it. Even when it comes to references, I enjoy it. But I'm get off of that. Let's talk about it. A lot of people are hoping, and because this is where you make a big decision on what happens to New Vegas. Who runs New Vegas? The NCR, Caesar's Legion, is it independent, or Mr. House runs it? Me, I chose Mr. House, and I'm guessing that Mr. House is going to be alive in it, but New Vegas is going to be kind of damaged from what happened, and a lot of people don't want to see that. It just feels like Bethesda and them just keep bashing on OG Fallout all the time, and it's just like, why y'all keep doing this, man? Y'all could just done your own thing and it would be nice, but no, they had to go on this side. So, but I digress. So, since it's coming out in December, people are hoping, and I am hoping, that it's weekly, like they do with The Boys, like they do with Invincible. Like, why not? Let it be weekly. Don't just dump all the episodes this time. They did last time because they wanted to catch up on the rewards, which they did win, so congratulations. But this time, you don't have that excuse. Just do weekly. If you do weekly, people will talk about the show longer. The show will trend longer. You know, it won't just be, okay, I saw it and that's it, let's move on. They'll go here and there and rewatch it, but that's it. It will do better if you let it do weekly. Now, on the next topic, why December? My theory on marketing, advertising, and commercials. I love that saying from the Ratchet and Clank Dead Off video game. The main antagonist loves saying that because commercials where you get your money at, people. That's your sponsorships. But anyways, products. Last season we had a lot of products from Nuka-Cola, Arizona Energy, tea drinks, coffee brands, even a very hard to get hot sauce that was very delicious, but like I said, it was hard to get. And there was also the meal you can get through I think it was Grubhub. But however, that meal was only in select states. I hate that they did that. This meal should be in more states this time. If they're going to do the meal again, it came with a Nuka-Cola victory. And speaking of that, hopefully, because you don't know, Nuka-Cola Quantum is being reordered again, so I already got my order in place for that. But why won't they just release regular Nuka-Cola? We got Quantum, we got Victory, and even if you have the cookbook or go online, you can make other brands of Nuka-Cola for yourself. But why not? Why not just give us regular Nuka-Cola this time? I'm pretty sure a lot of people want to drink that regular drink right now, and they would love to. So hopefully they do that around this time. Of course, we had our book bags, our toys, our keychains, headbands, caps, hoodies, all that stuff, blankets, so much merchandise. So focus more on the snack side this time. You know, give us more snacks based off the Fallout universe to do that. Or Denny's or someone can do like a Fallout Grand Slam or something. Some type of restaurant to offer more Fallout food. Sonic was able to do with their stuff, and other restaurants will do with their own stuff. So if you want to do that, get more people aware of what's happening, I say do that. Good product. Now, that's all I pretty much got for this. You know, I said what I wanted to see. What else do I want to see? Actually, I didn't say everything I want to see. We already know we're going to see what's the ending of the official ending of New Vegas. But I would like to see some references. Like, if they are going to go to Novak, so I want them to at least, Boone doesn't have to be there, but at least mentioning like, there's this new owner. The previous owner got shot in the head by some dude who used to work here, but he's long gone now. Something like that, you know. The person, Rahul Tahada would be great to still be there. ED could still be there because, you know, they're robots and ghouls. And then Cooper Howard could know who Boone is, and he was looking for Boone in Novak, but find out he left. But he did get his rifle. That would be cool if they did that. Somehow they just knew each other. Possibilities. Or how about when Lucy's on her Pip-Boy and it's advertising to Sierra Madre? It's advertising to Sierra Madre and she just turns the channel. Just a brief moment, advertising to Sierra Madre, and that'll be interesting. It's like the signal's still being broadcasted. Because they did have reference to Sierra Madre in season 1. So that'd be cool. Next, Johnny Guitar. They're playing on the radio, passing time, and Johnny Guitar keeps playing. And now the Pip-Boy won't turn off. So in one episode, Johnny Guitar keeps playing. And the reason why Johnny Guitar keeps playing the game is because it replaced another track, which was supposed to be Stars of the Midnight Ranger. So instead of Stars of the Midnight Ranger, it's playing Johnny Guitar twice. That's why you hear Johnny Guitar so much. This to mean it keeps playing Johnny Guitar. That would be nice. And then you're in a fighting sequence and Johnny Guitar is playing in the background, or shooting out some raiders or something. That would be nice. We could see some remnants of Caesar's Legion. If that's the case, we need to see more NCR, see what happens as well. Not too much Brotherhood this time because, you know, the Lost Chapter, and they plan to stay under the bunker and die out. That's how they did. They could show some Grey Khans, probably, you know. I highly doubt they'll show Night Ken. It'll be cool they show Night Ken, but I highly doubt it. They show Night Ken. It'll be nice. The Kings. We might see what happens to the Kings, you know. Someone who's like a remnant member of the Kings would be nice. But so much they could do for callbacks for it, because people will like that. I would like that. Yeah, so that's everything I want to see in Fallout Season 2. But yeah, I'm excited. Cannot wait. So anyways, I got this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon. This has the Madcrownxox on anime. Signing out.